Have you ever just like not done something because you were afraid to do it because maybe you were intimidated or think that you were going to suck at it or just, whatever, not be good at it? I know I had that problem with pretty much everything I've ever done in my life. I always procrastinated and I always just didn't do things because I was afraid of the outcome. I since obviously got over that particular hump in life, and now I want to get you over that hump. So if you're like new to painting or you want to think about starting painting but you're afraid to, I'm going to do something today that hopefully will get you started. So I'm going to paint something super simple in acrylic paint. I normally use oil, but I'm going to do acrylic today because there's a lot less things involved with acrylic. And I'm going to use this kit right here, made by Chalkola, who sent this kit over to me for review. It looks very colorful and very tasty, so I'm going to try to paint something super simple, maybe like a tree or something like that, something that you could do, 100% you can do. So let's go ahead and stop talking here and jump over to the canvas, which is right behind me, and get started. So this should be easy enough. This is a super small canvas. It's an 11 by 14 canvas. I'm using one brush. This is a 3/4 inch flat brush. It's a synthetic brush, nice and easy to work with. And here is the colors that I'm using. I'm gonna put them below, but I'm also gonna run over them real quickly with you. This is titanium white, Prussian blue, Mars black, burnt umber, sap green. This is a lemon yellow, yellow ochre, and scarlet red. Now, the reason I actually like these colors right from the door is because they are the same name and same colors that I use when I use oil painting. The one different is the scarlet rose or whatever versus cad red. Not much of a difference. So I kind of like that right there. I chose my colors out of that box. And let's see what we can make. All right, so I don't want this to be too complicated. So let's put in a little bit of a background. So I'm going to start off with, maybe I can hold this. I'm going to take a little bit of white. See this? A little bit of white paint. And I'm going to throw this up here, all right? Something like this, yeah. Now I'm doing this because I'm going to throw some blue up here in the sky, and I just wanted to kind of diffuse it, make it a little bit lighter. Something like that. All right, now I'm going to move right over here to the blue. See this? All right, this is just a simple little background, nothing special. Nothing special at all. All right. Messing around with these colors here. All right. You see how that's getting a little bit nice and light? I'm going to set that down real quick because this easel's shaking. This is not the standard normal easel that I use. This is the one that I kind of have out in the middle of the floor for my little experimentation projects. All right. I could steal some color from back up here, bring it back down here. See this? I'm just going to go back and forth like this, somewhere to, I don't know, right about there. I'm just getting a little bit more white paint. And put right here like this. And this is just kind of, it's really actually blending pretty good. I like the feel. I really like the feel of this paint already. It's not tacking up in 10 seconds. I like that. It's letting me work with it. Interesting. All right, now I'm just going to kind of blend side to side. Something like that. And then I think I'm going to put just a little bit more of the white paint down here just to give it a very small tint. Just pure white paint. There's a small tint of blue that's left in the brush. See that? All right, there's that. Now, you can wipe it off on a paper towel. I'm not cleaning with any water. I haven't used any water or anything like that. Now let's go down into here. I'm thinking the ground. So, real quickly, let's just take a little bit of this black here and some green, all right? Just get a nice dark color, maybe a little brown in there, kind of earth tone it up a little bit. All right, start in the corners, and I'm just picking up some more of that same color every time I go down. See, I'm going to start here in the corners, and then I'm going to work my way up. And this is just to put something in for the ground. That's all this really is. All right. So black, green, there was a little touch of brown in there or whatever. If you want, you could take some black and really darken these corners up here like this. Or not, doesn't matter. All right, now back to, I'm just getting more of this green color here, and I just want to rough this up a little bit. All right, boom, see this? All right, these could be little background, little designs or whatever. I'm actually going to wipe it off on the paper towel and just kind of give it a few little swirls, make it look very impression-y look, impressionistic, whatever that word is. Very bad with my words. All right. This is just like some background stuff, okay? That's all this is, nothing more than that. Maybe it's like so far in the background that you really don't know what it is. But you know what I really like about this? This paint is allowing me to work with it. I really do like that. You know, it's not, I mean, it's drying, but it's not drying like I had thought. Like, most acrylics, they just dry so darn quick. All right. All right, now I'm just going to actually take a little bit more. I'm going to take a little bit of the just blue and black. I just want to darken some of this up here and there like this, and this is just going to give it variation in the ground, just so it's not all one green color. And that's the only reason I'm going to do that. I like stuff to be different tones and stuff like that, different shades of colors. I just think it looks better when you do it that way. But if you want yours all green, one color, that's probably fine too. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we got this in. We don't want to. This wasn't about doing the ground or the sky. I wanted to just make a tree to get the interest going. Okay. All right. So let's go right up here. And see this brown here? Yeah, a little bit of black is touching in. That's totally fine. All right. So I'm taking a little bit of this burnt umber, pulling it like this. See this? Get it on there. And let's do this. Let's come up here and just drop in a nice little tree. All right. And I would suggest, use the black and brown. Use those two colors for your tree. You can make the outline here. See, you can draw the little outline if you want first, just so you know where you're going. I'm just going to wipe this off real quick. Now I'm going to come up here and get some black. This is mostly black. And I'm going to stick to, I'm thinking light's coming from this side. All right, so I'm going to stick to the right side here. All right, with the black. And I just keep going back and getting more. Boom, see that? And I see how loose that I'm being with this? I'm just getting that color on there, and boom, 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 not worried too much, all right? This is definitely a big tree with big roots. Maybe one grows right out towards us. See that? Look, this root goes like this. It's coming towards us. Big tree, all right? Okay, now, I said I was going to keep this simple. All right, let's wipe this off. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's go back into the brown. And the black, brown and black. It just ends up being a dark brown. I hope there's not a glare on this, so that's why I'm calling the colors out. Let's go like this. See that? I'm going to reload every time. You want that sharp chisel of an edge on there. Okay. Same thing, you can put little baby branches on like that. You see that? All right. But the important thing is that you keep reloading this. You want to keep you want to really keep doing that. All right. And add as many little things in, you know, here as you want. Keep them like real loose, and you know, don't overdo these. Just throw them in like this. See, I'm not taking much time. You see that? I'm just getting the branches in. All right, just get them in. If you make one too fat, just you cover it with leaves. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can cross some. See this? Cross them if you want. Because a tree has all kinds of things on it. All kinds of branches everywhere. And put as many as put as many in as you need to. All right, even make one. Look at this. This one goes right across the tree like this. See that? Branch goes up this way. This goes just all over. There's all kinds of stuff going on up here. All right. Okay. Now, moving on. I'm just going to wipe that off. Excuse me. Now, let's go into, let's start off with, let's get some white, and let's just snag a little bit of our brown color. You see that right there? White, brown. Oh, see, a little blue got in there, but I'm not worried about it. So we have white and brown. This is a light brown color is all this is. We said light's coming from the left, so let's go, watch this. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to really just outline this tree. And I'm going down to reload. All right. All right. Easy, easy stuff. See this branch right here? Watch this. Watch this. This one's in the front of the tree. So you go right down and you outline the areas where the highlight is, okay? All right, let's get some here. Put a little bit there maybe. Put some here. Now look, I'm going to go back and watch this. I'm going to start slicing up this edge here. Just so there's no straight lines. You see this? Just try to get rid of that straight line if you can. And with this paint, you have a minute or so, a couple minutes, see, before it actually starts to dry on you. We said this branch or this root came right down towards us. So let's put that there. All right, I'm just tapping, pressing, just putting a little bit of this light color in here. All right, you see that right there? Super easy stuff right here so far, super easy. Now, wipe the brush. Let's wipe her off. Go back up to our color. Now I'm going to get, for the most part, a pure white color. There is a little bit of brown in there, and that's fine. A little bit of white. I'm going to come right up here, not the whole tree, but I am going to keep reloading and putting little like slices of this nice pure, white color on, like right there maybe, right there, just to highlight some of the areas that you want, to stand out, okay? Maybe some there, 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 all right? Just gonna give this a quick wipe real quick again, and then same thing as we just did with that other color, just kind of break up that back line just a little bit, not too much, but just enough to break it up. This is actually super fun to do. It's super easy to do, all right? We want that coming towards us like that. So we have a big old leaning tree here so far. All right, so I'm wiping this off now. Let's go up here. Let's take some green, our sap green, our burnt umber, and black. This should give us a very, very nice earth green color and dark. You can put a touch of blue in there if you want to. All right. Mostly green. Mostly green. All right. Mostly green. Boom, that looks about right there. And I'm just going to, I want to keep showing some of the branches here. See this? I'm just kind of touching, and I'm thinking about little leaf shapes and stuff like that. All right, you see, you move around. All right, be creative with this. You just kind of move around, move your brush. Don't be, don't think about it is the most important thing. You can do little stabs and little taps. All right, stuff like this. You see what I'm doing here? You can always add little branches in, and when you get to the outside, just do these little baby little taps. See that? Make sure some goes across the tree trunk. That's super important. Have leaves going across the tree trunk, because in real life, if you look at a tree, that happens, okay? All right, and just keep doing this. Keep the corners dark if you want. Keep them nice and dark like this. All right. Use the corner of this little 3/4 brush, and this will give you nice little leafy little textures inside here, okay? All right, now for the sake of keeping this simple, we're going to go right back up to our palette here. I just wiped that off with the paper towel. Here we have our yellow, our lemon yellow. Let's get a little of that green color mixed in, okay? The same green we just used. But we want a nice light color. Not a super bright color, but think about just a lighter shade, okay? Now, watch this. Here we go. Light's coming from the left side. We said it's coming from the left, and it's coming all the way across to here. So we're going to take this, and we're going to, boom. Same exact technique that we just did. We're going to be tapping and little dots, and see this? Get some more paint on there. See that? Boom. This is so easy, and this is so fun and exciting to do. And I keep reloading. And I'm just like thinking about the little clumps of leaves here and there. And I just keep getting more paint. That's all I keep doing. All right? And I just love doing this. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it's super exciting to do something like this. I really do. This just makes me want to do a whole painting. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm not going to use the paper towel. I'm going to just wipe this here real quick. All right, let's go up here to the yellow. This is a little bit brighter now. Okay, one shade brighter. And then we can pick out a few little spots. Don't go over the whole thing again, but just think of I use the corner. This is so nice and easy to use the corner. All right, it's important to reload. I keep saying that. But just think about maybe where a little extra sunlight is hitting, okay? Maybe some there. And I would suggest using these little dots, because it just looks like little leaves, Maybe some sun's catching there, maybe a little bit there. All right, but just don't overdo this part. Don't overdo it. Super fun to do. This is just awesome to do. I love doing this. And I got to be honest, I'm impressed with this acrylic paint. I actually like this acrylic paint. All right, while I'm at it, I'm just going to give this a quick little wipe here. So I'm going to get a little bit of that original green, and I'm going to come right here. Even though we already put the tree in, and I'm not worried about the background, but just for the sake of, I like how it looks, I'm going to put a few little distant, see this? I'm just doing these little circles and little things like this. Now, a little bit more of the darker green. All right, and then let's come right in here. Let's lighten that up just a hair. And just I'm just going to put in a few little green areas here. Just something to break this up. And I wasn't really planning on doing too much here, because I'm worried about this area right here. but might as well do it, right? Might as well do it. We said that branch or that trunk is coming towards us. See, I'm just tapping, keeping this kind of light. I don't want it too bright in here because I want it to focus up here. We can put a little bit of light in here. So let's do lights coming this way. Get a little bit of that yellow right there, and let's just put a little bit, maybe right here, I don't know. Something like this, but not too much because it's going to take away from up top, and we don't want that. Put some little foliage here or some moss growing up the tree, which is cool. See how easy that is? Just a few little steps. Something like that. And let me step back. Let me step back and take a look at this. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this very, very short tutorial. I have to say this, I never really know what to expect when some of these companies send things over to me, and honestly, most of the time I end up not using the product because either the quality is not good, or I don't like it, or I don't think it is good for the people watching this particular channel. But I must say that I'm actually impressed with this particular product. The consistency of the paint, the way that it mixes, it's just a very, very pleasant experience to use this. And as far as acrylic goes, I definitely will be using this kit right here to create some awesome paintings. So I want to thank Chalkola for sending this over to me. Like I said, I really enjoyed using this paint. It's so far it seems very, very well, and I will experiment with it some more. If you guys are interested in this, there is a link in the description with a code. You guys can get 10% off. I got to tell you, this paint is cost is extremely cheap considering what you would think for a pack of 32 colors. But there's a code down below. You can go over and you can get 10% off if you're interested in it. I will tell you that I like it, and I'm going to use the rest of the kit. So I hope if you're a beginner, this is something right here that would get you started and going. Something to just get you in a good mood. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff that helps this video reach more people, and I will see you in the very next video. See ya.